Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Unscripted on 13 Plus. I'm Carson Courier. Anna Orsini has the day off. She will be back tomorrow. But we do want to start with some national news here. We know that President-elect Donald Trump has been named Time's Person of the Year. This is after he became only the second president in U.S. history to lose re-election and then reclaim the White House 4 years later. Trump's political rebirth is unparalleled in American history. That's what Time said in the announcement. The magazine spoke to Trump ahead of the announcement, in which he told them he called his comeback, quote, 72 days of fury. Trump beat out a short list of finalists for the title that included Vice President Kamala Harris, Trump's billionaire ally Elon Musk, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and Catherine, Princess of Wales, a.k.a. Kate Middleton. Musk, we know, was Time's choice in 2021. And as you're taking a look here of Trump, he rang the bell, the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange in Manhattan earlier this morning to mark the occasion. Trump was also Time's Person of the Year in 2016 when he upset Washington's expectations by defeating former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton for the presidency. Meanwhile, speaking of Trump's President-elect Trump here, we know that Donald Trump has named Kari Lake as his pick to be the next director of Voice of America. The government-funded global news outlet reaches hundreds of millions of people across the world. Lake is a former news anchor and longtime supporter of the president-elect. She lost the U.S. Senate race here in Arizona last month, as well as the governor's race back in 2022. We know Lake says she's honored to be picked and looking forward to getting started this year. And we do want to turn now to some local news. The holiday season is underway, and as Americans take part in more festive gatherings, we know we also see more dangerous driving here. The Arizona Department of Transportation reported 23 deadly crashes during Thanksgiving and Christmas alone. That was last year. As we reported last week, the Pima County Sheriff's Department received state funding to increase safety measures. Now, Oro Valley Police Department has also received a grant to help them during this busy season. Tallulah Payajahi has the details. Let's listen in.
This grant will help Oro Valley Police put more eyes on busy roads and update the technology needed to keep people safe. The highlighted streets you see here are Tangerine Road and Oracle Road, and those are two of the main areas police officers see a lot of dangerous driving behaviors that they want to stop before it's too late.
Going to make the wrong choice and drive while you're impaired, then I've got more officers out there trying to find you, to detect those impaired drivers and get them off the road before they can hurt somebody.
The nearly $93,000 grant will help with DUI enforcement, improve speed detection technology, and pay officers to work overtime during the holidays. OVPD is updating moving speed radars like the ones you see on your screen, and those allow officers to detect things like speeding, aggressive driving, and red light running. Police officers can then respond quickly to the behaviors and stop the driver before a crash happens. And the numbers speak for themselves. This technology has helped OVPD make almost 900 traffic stops and take more than 200 impaired drivers off the roads in 2024. And with more people coming together this time of year, it is really important to make good choices so everyone can get home to their loved ones safely. So remember, don't drink and drive, follow the speed limits, and take advantage of those rideshare apps. Reporting in studio, Tallulah Payajahi, 13 News.
And we do want to go ahead and take a live look outside on your Thursday morning. Definitely seeing lots of cloud cover out there, a little bit of windy conditions. You can see those trees up there moving around up on Mount Bigelow. We have 13 First Alert meteorologist Corey Kowitz with us. And Corey, it is the holiday season. We have so many events going on this weekend, some starting tonight, tomorrow.
That's right.
Going to be really great conditions.
It does, yeah.
It's been a cold couple of mornings, but it is warming up a little bit.
Yes, a little bit of a warmer morning, and I'll dive into that in just a bit. It looks a little gloomy out there, but
It does.
it's just like those are high-level clouds. They're not going to give you any rain. It's
Okay.
just a little gloomy looking out there, but it should move out of the way
Okay.
by later in the day, which
Got
is
it.
good. And overall
Okay.
forecast looks pretty nice, which is normal for this time of the year. But let's talk about the huge swing in lows. So yesterday, our lows were 33. Nearly freezing conditions. That was the coldest temperature the Tucson International Airport has felt since January 13th, 334 days ago. And yeah, I mean, that's almost a year. So that's pretty incredible. It's been that long. But how about this? This was the low today, at least so far this morning. 52. That's a 19-degree swing in those morning temperatures. Here's the reason why. It's the reason that if it's the same thing that you saw at the Cam and Mount Bigelow, it's because of the clouds. So you're probably, how is it the clouds? Well, let me just explain here. All right, solar radiation from the sun heats the ground during the day, but at night, the solar radiation is released back up into the atmosphere, so the air is cooler at the surface. But what the cloud kind of does, acts like a blanket. It traps that heat, now allowing to cool off as much at night. Otherwise, it would release back up into the atmosphere on a clear night, and that's why normally clear nights it is colder during the night and for those morning lows. You can see that cloud cover on our first alert satellite and radar, not seeing any sort of rain associated with it, just higher level clouds. So not going to stay dry with those cloud cover, but you can see right as it is pushing its way off to the west, we are going to begin to see that clearing. And it's kind of funny, right? It's the opposite effect. Clouds during the night, well, that keeps us warmer, but obviously clouds during the day, you could probably assume, a little more intuitive, right? It's blocking the sun, keeping us a little cooler. I mean, only 55, so we've only warmed up 2 degrees here in the last 2 hours, where, I mean, by this time we're normally warming up 10, 15 degrees here. So we should see the clouds move out of the way, and we should warm up to higher levels than yesterday. But again, if the cloud cover kind of hangs on a little longer than we think, we should see those lows be a little bit lower, those highs be a little bit lower than what we're forecasting at 77 today in Tucson. A little cooler out east, and a lot of that has to do with the cloud cover sticking around there a little bit longer as it is moving from the west to the east. 64 in Safford, 65 in Douglas. Dawn O'Toole, holiday nights at the Gardens in Tucson. It's a great event to be getting the holiday spirit. Should be clearing out by then, and in the 60s and the 50s, so not very chilly, not too chilly not be outside, but you know, you want to have that second layer on to keep yourself warm. How about another thing? Winter Street Fair, that kicks off tomorrow and runs through the weekend. A little bit cooler tomorrow, only getting up to 68. Nice little bit warmer by the weekend in the low to mid 70s. Overall, not looking too shabby, although Saturday, Sunday, looking a little warmer. I'd probably choose those 2 days out of the 3. And then kind of taking a broad brush view here of the region today through the weekend. Warmer today. Again, that is if the cloud cover does clear out pretty quick. Going to be cooler tomorrow, and then warmer by the weekend. Overall, 68 to 77 degree temperature range. Not too bad. You take a look at that 13 first 7-day forecast. Those mid-70s that we see by the weekend, well, they just stick with us through the middle of next week. I mean, just this forecast is the reason why we put up with the heat during the summer.
Exactly. I am all for this.
Oh, yeah.
I know a lot of people, including my husband, he's like, I want it to be cold. I'm like, no, you don't. But yet
He wants the idea, like the Christmassy feel.
Right.
He wants to see it out the window, but not maybe not feel it, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I'm
I
like,
can relate.
give me some sunshine, some awesome temps. Unless it's snowing, you know what I mean? Like
That's
gorgeous
nice.
snow.
If it's cold, might as well snow.
Exactly.
That's what I say. When it was back at
Exactly.
home in Baltimore, I can't tell you how many times it was 30, like mid-30s, 40, and it was raining. I was like, come on. Just,
It's the worst.
just
It's
like
sad.
Just snow. Like, well, rain and cold, that's the worst.
I know. I agree.
Hey, nice and dry.
I
and
know.
Nice temperatures.
That's why we live here.
We'll
Love
take it.
to see it.
Yep.
Thank you, Corey. And take a look at those weekend conditions. Going to be absolutely marvelous out there. We know Winter Haven is kicking off here, I believe tomorrow, as well as the Winter Street Fair, which is always so much fun. So detours downtown because of the Winter Street Fair, they can always be a challenge. We know the city is adding its finishing touches to its 55th Winter Street Fair today. Can you believe it? It's been around for so long. The Tucson tradition on 4th Avenue attracts over 300,000 visitors with a little something for everyone, from the food to all the little shops. It is such a great time, and as we mentioned, going to have great weather conditions for it. So our very own Andres Rendon, he has been out there all morning as they're getting ready to set up for that big event. He has everything you need to know ahead of tomorrow. Let's listen in.
It's the return of a Southern Arizona favorite. Here's a little preview as to what the Winter Street Fair has to offer and some tips on how to get there. The 55th anniversary of the street fair is organized by the 4th Avenue Merchants Association. We covered the spring run a couple of months back, and starting tomorrow through Sunday, folks get to enjoy the winter edition of one of Tucson's favorite events. There is a couple of new additions, including more vendors and kids' activities, and businesses in the Tucson area are taking advantage for a potential boost in sales.
Between 120 and 130 local businesses that are here in our district. The winter fair really is a great fair to come and do some last minute holiday shopping. A lot of the vendors tailor it towards the holidays. And so if you're looking for a unique gift for that someone special, the street fair is definitely the place to find it.
And with hundreds of thousands of visitors expected to attend this weekend, finding parking can be quite the challenge, but here's what organizers recommend.
We highly recommend people to park in the city garages, Tyndall, Pennington, and Centro. We will be running a free shuttle from Pennington Garage that will bring people directly to the fair.
The Winter Street Fair kicks off tomorrow, Friday, December 13th at 10 a.m. and goes until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Saturday, same hours, 10 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 4. Reporting on 4th Avenue, Andres Rendon, 13 News.
Again, all of that is kicking off tomorrow. Oh, I'm so excited for all the food. We were just talking about Boca Tacos is over there. So good. Oh, the cinnamon sugar pecans and cashews and almonds, always a staple. And just supporting local is the best, especially during the holidays. Now, a reminder, if you do want to watch newscasts on 13 Plus, you can tune in on Android TV, YouTube TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, or Roku. Or you can head to our website, kold.com/livestream. Just make sure you press on channel 2 to see live, local, late-breaking events. Be safe out there today. Stay warm. Definitely going to be a little bit warmer than what we saw yesterday with a high around 77 degrees. We will take it. Hopefully Anna will be back tomorrow. Fingers crossed. You can tune in, though, for Unscripted on 13 Plus at 9:30 either way. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.